Here's a vertical press. It's a leg press. It's done with a cable and it's sitting a little more in the vertical motion right here. This you can do many different angles on. You can do an actual 2-foot leg press. You can do a single leg press. Works amazing. Now the foot position, you can go higher, put more onto the glute and hamstring, go a little bit lower, put more into the quad. So we're just going to kind of go over all the foot positions on this one so you can utilize it to the most. So go ahead and have a seat, Dan. Now when we have a seat over here, go ahead and put your feet up. This would be his stopping position right here. So obviously we're not getting enough range of motion. So we want to really put our seat all the way forward. So down on the right, go ahead and scoot that seat all the way forward. Now the one downside about this particular machine is we want to get a good stretch in order to get the glute engagement and the full legs in. You can get the hamstrings and the quads and everything in. Now that we're all the way forward, now try to put your feet in here. It gets very, very cramped and it gets a little difficult. So if there's one flaw in this machine here, it's just that it's difficult to get the initial setup done. But once you're initially set up here, then it works absolutely amazing. So if we're going to do a double-footed one, we're going to start with the feet low. And when we do the feet low, we're going to put more tension over here onto the quad. So we're going to exhale, come all the way forward. Again, just before lockout, you never want to lock out the knees because then all the weight shifts from the muscles over to the joints and it can lead to issues. You can blow your knees, have injuries, and we want to avoid that. So we want to keep all the tension onto the quads as much as possible. So we would inhale, try to bring it as close to the chest as possible, making sure that our knees aren't coming inwards or too far outwards because then you're going to put stress onto the knee. We want to keep, again, everything onto the muscle. So exhale out, inhale in. Now another foot position would be put our feet up on the top. What is the difference with our feet higher versus lower? When it's lower, you can put more into the quad. When the feet's a little bit higher, we're definitely pushing with the heel. We can actually get a little more of the hamstring engagement in here. So go ahead and inhale down. Oh, you can go lower. Now I want more depth, more depth. There we go. And then exhale, push all the way up. So now we can get a little more complete engagement of all the muscles within the leg, from the glutes to the hamstrings to the quads. Now, if we want to go ahead and get a little more on the outer sweep development, outer legs over here, bring the feet in together. Again, for this one, whenever I do close, I definitely like to go with my toes right here to the edge, just like this. Now, when we bring it in, we want to make sure that the knees don't bow out. We want to keep them together. See how they bowed out a little bit? That's a little too much. We want to keep them in nice and tight. So if you don't have that flexibility, you can use your hands to kind of squeeze your knees in together and then push out with your heels all the way. This way helps keep them aligned. This way your knees don't come out, because if the knees come out, tension onto the knees, you can hurt your knees. We want to put the tension onto the quad. Okay. Now, if we want to do this as a single leg exercise, absolutely amazing. I like to go high and wide. We'll take our off foot and we'll put it down, but don't let it touch the ground. You want to suspend it in the air. This way we keep it anchored down. This way the hips don't shift on us. And now we're going to bring this knee all the way in. See how more flexibility we can get? Actually, we came all the way to the stop on this. So bring it all the way in. Full range of motion here. We got more range of motion doing it singly than we did with dual legs. So this is going to help give more flexibility in all the legs, all the joints. So if you can, doing a single leg, if the weights are touching, if you have the ability to scoot the chair forward even more, do it. Just gives you a little bit more range of motion and more targeting to the muscle, and you get more glute engagement the lower you go. Okay. So these are many different variations for your foot setting on to do a seated vertical leg press machine.
Question.
Answer.
When I had both legs,
Uh-huh.
my hip flexibility is not brilliant. I notice when I try and bring my knees all the way back, my butt scoots forward.
Yeah. So that's an excellent question. So the butt will come forward because you're tight.
Yeah.
It's coming from your lower back. It's coming from your glutes. It might even be coming from your hamstrings. So what you want to do is, instead of forcing it and causing the hips to roll forward, which can lead to an injury, go as far as you can, and then over time will loosen up.
So just stop before my butt scoots forward.
Until it loosens up. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
So if anything, let's say it's, you're just having a stiff day, do extra sets. If it's just a normal thing that you're trying to really enhance on, then maybe focus on legs. I'm going to come and do 4 to 6 sets. I want to go a lighter weight. I want to work on my range of motion, my mobility, and not focus too much on the weight.
Right.
Okay. As it does get easier, you apply a little more weight. It will force it to come down a little bit more, help you get some more of that flexibility. But don't jeopardize the range of motion for the weight and the ego lifting. You want to go as far as you can safely, and then push out. This way we can loosen everything up and get our development done safe.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay.